2017 Barcelona. In one of the heaviest Barcelona battles of the last centuries, the Iron Man then left over 17,000 competitors behind was the outstanding NL10-3025405. Now called Sumerian Fighter, as his iron perseverance and golden quality genes form a deadly combination. Sumerian Fighter had already won first NPO and 13th National DAX in 2014, during an impressive racing career. Sumerian Fighter is from the finest old Gen Arden genes, bred by Léon Roks from pigeons of mainly Leo Kouters origin. From lines of base breeder Weerd and the wonderful Pekeng, winner 40th and 75th National Pekeng. Standaarbuiten. The village Standaarbuiten is located just north of the larger Oudenbosch in West Brabant. Oudenbosch is known for the beautiful basilica, which is a smaller-scale copy of St. Peter's in Rome, while the front is similar to the St. John Lateran also in Rome. After the Pigeon Club and Standaarbuiten, he had to do its work due to too few members. Léon became a member of the PV de Postdoof in Oudenbosch and the club is a national basketing center. For the ZLU flights, Léon goes basketing in Steenbergen, De Heijn. He started the season with about 55 racing couples and since this year the emphasis is on nest pigeons, while a third are widowers. While working, Léon comes by the house in the morning and then releases the widowers and nest cocks at the same time and train them. After an hour he pops back home and lets them in. The nest hens train in the afternoon. Participation is in all afternoon releases and ZLU flights. Leo gets the pigeon feed and related products from Jan Wagemakers in Roosendaal and Léon mixes 4 bags, Jerry Plus and Merriman Breeding Yellow, Sport Red and Super. The nest pigeons are given a full house and the widowers are measured and more towards a long-distance race. Before and after a long-distance flight, the pigeons are given Belgasol van de Weerd and often after a flight also a Belga Magix tablet. For many years now Léon has had his pigeons vaccinated against paramyxo by veterinarian Cees Timmers from Breda, who visits twice a year for this purpose. Pigeon arrival. Léon Roks himself had just been home for 10 minutes when he saw a pigeon coming from the west and at first he thought it was a pigeon from Pithiviers on which he had a team of later pigeons. When the pigeon fell on the shelf, Léon saw that it was his 405 that he had basketed from Barcelona. The cock seemed to look at him with the thought, "Boss, don't you know me anymore?" At that moment, Léon had Jan van Vlimmeren on the phone in Zeg, and when he realized it was a Barcelona pigeon he exclaimed, "I go crazy, this can't be true." Only 2 pigeons had not been reported from France for so long, and then one cannot clock a Barcelona pigeon in the Netherlands, was his thought. It turned out to be his NL10-3025405 which was basketed as second nominated from a team of 5 pigeons. Léon works as a bread and pastry deliverer at the Seneviel Bakery in Finart, and is always on the go from 4:30 on Saturday mornings. On the same Saturday morning he missed the arrivals of DAX afternoon release. On that flight, he clocked 3 early pigeons at 10:09 a.m. and 2 at 11:23 a.m. In his absence, Léon can always count on former fancier Karel Timmermans from Standaarbuiten and his wife. The Barcelona winner has been known as Don Leo since 2014 after he won the first NPO DAX and 13th National that year. DAX had flown. Over the years, Don Leo has won a series of prizes in the afternoon releases and last year he was basketed for the first time in a ZLU race and won prize 782 against 3,320 pigeons. This year, he already won prize in the first one-day long-distance race from Isudan with prize 782 against 7,680 pigeons. This year, Don Leo was basketed for the first time on a nest in the extreme long distance. He left with youngsters of 10 days. Don Leo. The name Don Leo does not refer to the former football coach Leo Beenhakker who acquired that nickname during his career, but to the breeder of the Barcelona winner, Leo Kouters from neighboring Nieuwerdijk. In 2010, Léon Roks got him as a piece of cake. Leo Kouters was already staying in Thailand for good with his beloved, but Mother Kouters still had a small team of pigeons in the attic, and before they left, Léon obtained a number of eggs from them. The parents of Don Leo were both from 2006 and his father also flew a prize from Barcelona in the Neurodoc. Over the years, Leon has been very good with the pigeons from Leo Kouters. Now Leo Kouters himself was a topper for many years and after a fabulous result from Pekeng, wasn't it in 1998? The team was stolen. No word ever came out about who was or was behind those thefts. The 54-year-old Leon and his family have lived in the current dike house on the edge of Standaardbuiten since 1987 and after a thorough renovation. His father-in-law also raced pigeons here. Father Hein Roks has also raced pigeons for years and was a topper for years, especially in the one-day long distance. Leon already had his own pigeons in the parental yard. Characteristic of the dike houses are the lower-lying gardens and the panoramic view over the arable fields. That expansive view was lost to Leon when fruit growing in the fields behind him and a tall row of trees started to border that plot. In 2000, Leon switched completely to the extreme long distance and successes soon followed. The current lofts were built after the 2012 season and came over from Cees Luijckx from St. Willebroord after his death. Leon's own old lofts were due for replacement. Now the Luijckx lofts are in an L shape and before they were in a U shape. In 2010, Cees Luijckx himself won the first national Barcelona in these lofts.